My name is STEELSERIES, Jackson Flaxon, Waxon the Third. I'm Alex. It's good. What do you want to know? My name's Alex, also known as FaZe Adapt. I got the name Adapt in a dictionary because I used to be named Velocity and I was trying to join FaZe, and someone joined FaZe named Velocity and they were FaZe Velo. And I was like, damn, I'm not gonna be the other Velo, the other Velocity, let me just start over, I guess. And so I opened a dictionary, I was like, didn't get very far, but I was like, let's do that. So we're on the way to Arizona right now. Headed back home for 2 days to go see my family and to see, you know, my family, my friends, just be home and relax for a little bit, just like get out of LA. I'm driving the Nissan Leaf right now all the way down to AZ. I graduated in 2015 and moved right to New York and lived there up until the end of 2016. And then lived in Newport, and then I lived in LA, and now I'm still in LA. But I haven't been home in a while. I haven't really, the last time I really was home this year was 8 months ago. So, yeah, let's do it. All right, so we're gonna hop off the highway real quick, charge the car up, get some miles in because we still got a ways to go. And I only got 84 miles left in the tank. So, we'll pick it back up. I discovered like Call of Duty on YouTube. Like one of my neighbors up the street told me I got Call of Duty. I went over to his house, played it, loved it, looked up hella videos on it, and just started watching all these like OG YouTubers. And then I found FaZe. I found a Black Ops 1 montage called Our War. And I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I want to do this. I mean, no, I needed to get Call of Duty first. And my mom pushed back really hard on that.
I wouldn't buy it for him. I said it had the M rating. I said, not getting that.
Well, he saved up his lunch money.
Yeah.
He wouldn't get lunch. He would save it because his mom wouldn't let him get the game. And so one time when we went out, he walked, but they wouldn't sell it to him because he was too young.
So I just starved myself for 3 weeks. And then I'm pretty sure I went home and cried. And then my mom felt bad and eventually bought me the game.
He couldn't wait to get on, and he would just play for hours. We weren't like telling him, well, no, you've got to sit at the table until you could bring us an A. We weren't like that or anything. We're like, you just have to at least have a C, Alex.
So during school, she would say he couldn't play at a certain time, and he would have to hand in his controller. But we wouldn't know. He handed in an old one.
An old PlayStation.
And cut it to make it look like it was a controller.
To say they were the controllers.
She would take my controllers away Monday to Friday, and if I was passing all my classes, she would let me play my video games. And I was failing. I was failing my classes. So every Friday, do you guys know what an inspect element is? Yeah. In Google Chrome, where you can highlight and change. It's pretty much like Photoshop. So I would run home every Friday and load up the PVUSD portal with all my grades, highlight them, change all of them, and just like leave it there. And like sit there and be like, Mom, check it out. She would see, and then she'd give me my controllers.
The guidance counselor, they would give out these sheets, where are you going to college, where do you want to apply. It took him like 2 seconds to fill it out because he put none. Moving to New York to make YouTube videos, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I left the whole entire thing blank, like the whole thing. You're supposed to put like scholarships, like what you're interested in majoring, all the schools you apply to. And there's a little line at the bottom that says other. And I just wrote, move to NY with 5 friends and make YT videos. Period. Like just one really poor, like grammatically poor sentence.
You can't be much happier as parents knowing that your kid has a job, he's making a living, he can support himself. Yeah, it's just like I didn't understand what a trick shot was, but everybody, you know, was loving these videos with watching these things he was doing and jumping off buildings and shooting other people in the game, and he's literally taking that and like turned it into so much more.
1, 2, 3,
So we're at the pop-up right now. It is ridiculous outside. Norton's here. This is the most FaZe fans I've ever seen in one place. The most FaZe members I've ever seen in one place. We can't even go outside
cops are shutting it down.
There's snipers on the roof because of how bad it is outside. We're shutting down NYC, baby. It's lit. Alright, what is going on, guys? This is FaZe Adapt here, and we are finally doing my house tour video for 300K. Over here is where my real setup is. I'm not really gonna get too in depth in it because I already did one. Here's my laptop, FaZe background, FaZe sticker on it. I'm actually in a Skype call with Rain right now. Here's a close up on Rain.
Yo, what up, guys? FaZe Adapt here. I'd like to thank you for 1K. I'm gonna do an IRL video and stuff. I'd like to thank my bus driver for 1K if he's out there. Couldn't have gotten here without him. I'm making a 1K IRL video, Mom. A what? A 1K IRL video. And that's my dog. And that's my mom. She like feeds me and stuff.
Wait, did I just say that's my mom? She feeds me and stuff? Okay. Nice.
That's my little sister.
Oh my god, look at Milan.
Watch out, bye, guys.
That's enough. The voice crack, that's where we draw the line. Yeah, guys, there's the full video. Uncut 1K IRL. I made that. Me, completely serious. Thought it was a good video. It's crazy to see how far I've come through all this. So we're at my house right now, or my parents' house, I guess you could say. And from about 8th grade all the way until I moved out, this is where I lived and made all my videos and worked out of. So we're gonna go check it out. I'm gonna step inside. The house is actually empty right now. My family's not home, but we will see them in a little bit. My mom, my dad, and my little sister. I have 4 sisters, but only one of them still live at home. My gaming setup, my first ever gaming setup was down here. I used to have to, I had a fat TV, those TVs with the fat backs plugged in, back against that wall, and when everyone would sleep, I would be able to like sit up here on the floor. I would just sit on the floor with a fat TV back and play MW2 and trick shot. So this is the basement, and this is where I used to, after about 8th grade, I was able to like get enough money on my own to build my own gaming setup down here. It's cool being back here, bro. A lot of memories, a lot of stuff went down. But this was my room right here. It's crazy because it looks so different. This is my room. This is where I grew up. This is where it all really started, bro. I wish my setup was still down here so I could show you guys all the cool things I have. But this is where I had my first gaming setup. I would record a lot of videos here, and my sister would be in the background doing her thing. And then eventually I moved it over to here where I can plug in the router. But everything's gone now. It's kind of sad because it just recently got taken out because my family is in the process of moving because we're all gone now. Like the only one who still lives at home is my littlest sister Milan, who's she's 16, so she's still at home. You know, she would be a sophomore in high school, but she's online school now because she wants to pursue her career of being a social media influencer, whatever you want to call it. I wonder where she got that from. What is going on, guys? It is Alex of FaZe Adapt here today with a new video with my little sister Milan. Here you go. Okay. No, this is salt. Are you actually putting on makeup? No one wants to see you put makeup on, Milan.
Yes, they do.
6 months.
I said 6 months!
You said 1 year. That's your final.
But I was there. I remember I was in, I think, 5th or 6th grade when I found out. And at first I was really jealous, and then it just got really cool. And then like people started knowing that it was like my brother, and then I'd get recognized at school. You know, if I ever have anything, I can go to him and ask him. So he's always there to go to for like advice or questions about social media stuff and YouTube videos. My favorite video I think we did was our Would You Rather. It was like real life Would You Rather video. And that was just fun because we got to like actually like do different things. Maybe like the cocaine prank or the little sister drinks gamma. I really wanted to take me on a shopping spree for a video. I think that would be good. I love you and I'm super proud of everything you've done, and you're the best big brother ever.
I was in SOAR for about 2 years. And I thought that was as far as I was ever gonna get. I was under the impression that I was blacklisted from FaZe because there was someone in a leadership role at the time that did not really like me. Seabass, we'll just name drop him. I mean, rightfully so, I was an annoying kid, but I feel like I wasn't that annoying to get blacklisted for life, you know? Like, I feel like that's brutal. Me and Banks were in SOAR together, and Banks got recruited to FaZe, and he knew how, like, good I was and, like, the potential I had, and he recruited me. Just long story short. I remember it was the day before Ghost came out. I had paid some sketchy dude on, like, some sketchy website, like, triple the price to get the game early. I got the game and I was playing in a lobby, all of FaZe members. I was the only SOAR member not in the lobby. And I hit like a small little trick shot. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was the first trick shot on the game before the game came out. And then Apex just unmuted his mic, because I don't think we were really talking. Unmuted his mic and he was like, yo, we're gonna film Road to a Kill Cam for FaZe. Can you go change your gamer tag? And I was like, what? I was so geeking. Oh my God. I went to school the next day, so happy. I still remember. I went to school the next day so happy. I didn't even, like, I tried to explain it to my parents. My parents didn't even, like, that was way too early to try to explain to them what it was.
All right, boys, it's 7:09 a.m., 10:09 Eastern time right now in the morning. That is irrelevant. I'm headed back to my old high school right now. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. pretty tired, but I just got some coffee. Now I'm going back to my old psychology teacher's class, and I'm going to speak to 3 of his video production classes today. You know, yeah, let's just go. Let's go. We got first period in 15 minutes, boys. We're gonna be late, boys. I'm actually pretty nervous about what I'm gonna say. I never really took anything from people who would come to speak to us and try to leave us with any sort of motivation or inspiration, so I'm excited to try my best to inspire these kids and, like, try to tell them about what it was like for me when I was growing up in high school and what I've done in the past couple years of my life. Okay, here we are, Pinnacle High School, wow. And we're actually on time. That's a first, let's go. Dude, this is so weird, bro. This is weird, man. This is weird. What? I remember all the senior pranks we did, like right over here. Yeah, those videos all took off, they went viral. I mean, that's why I'm excited that it's video production classes, because I can talk about, like, how YouTube is kind of like, for me especially, like how content's kind of like evolved. Back at Pinnacle, baby. You see all the kids? Yeah. They're like, yeah, let's FaZe Adapt. It's like, ah. Okay, we're the first people in class, wow. I belong to and I'm an owner of one of the owners of FaZe Clan, which is the biggest esports lifestyle brand in the world. Me and my friends have been a part of it for years. I've been in it since I was 16, since I was a junior in high school, and we've all worked really hard to try to convince people that what we're doing is like, should be looked at, you know, and is important. It's important not just for the culture, but for young kids to be able to look up to us and, you know, draw inspiration from us and see that, you know, we followed our dreams even though people throughout our whole lives doubted us. Like, you know, whether it was when I was younger and, like, it was hard to convince my parents that this is what I wanted to do, and my counselors, I have stories and stories and stories, and I was really the only one throughout my whole life besides my other homies, like, who were in FaZe, that believed in this and saw this vision. And I graduated and moved out when I was 17 and moved all the way to New York from Arizona, and I was just a sheltered kid. I kind of had to figure life out on my own, and you never know, like, you should always just be nice to people no matter what they are, who they are, what they do. Like, it shouldn't matter, like, if a person has this social status, like a very high social status, or they're just a random person that you just meet on the street. Like, you should always treat people with respect and, you know, give them the time of day and stuff like that, because you never know, like, that kid that got bullied freshman year that you used to call Squeak, you didn't know his real name, now he's a senior in high school and has 1 million subscribers, and you would wish you were him.
guys, FaZe Adapt here.
Everyone say hi.
Hi!
Say what's up in the video. Right here, right here.
Big unit!
Look how many people are. Go down. I have gotten pretty far in my life by not even knowing what I'm doing. Just essentially winging it with my bros. What's next for me is pretty much I just want to make sure I'm always working to grow FaZe, to help my friends, to, you know, still make fun, creative videos, have fun with that, and just make sure to influence the younger generation, like people who aspire to be gamers or to do whatever it is they want to do, and have people, everyone in their life tell them, like, no, you can't do this, you have to, like, life is supposed to go this way. To just encourage the younger generation to just always listen to your own voice instead of everyone else's. Like, always stay the course and like stay true to yourself and what you believe in, and don't let anyone tell you what you can or can't do, because that's what I did, and look at it worked out pretty good. So just give it a shot.